Hello, everybody, and welcome to race number 4 of the Sportsman series here at Dover. Now, we have been here before. In fact, last week as well, we were also at a repeat track for the Sportsman Season 1 calendar, and now we are back at Dover. This race was won by a Mr. Baronet here last week. That was not last week, last season, I should say. I apologize about that. So with that, we have an interesting docket of drivers here because only a few are returning. Tomboy is one. We also have Keith returning. And then also, I think we have one more. Yes, Terrell was in there. And then I think that's really it. All on Kobe. Kobe, those four drivers are the only ones we have that have been actually a return to Dover here. Now, this is one of those things that I would love to see what's going to be on docket here because strategy was the aim of the game last season, and now we have it here again tonight. Let's see here. I still need an invite. Invite me, please, so I can run the lobby. Oh, that's one of those things. Still waiting on an invite. Until then, that is something we're going to be waiting for. So, in the meantime, we can kind of go through our rundown here. We have a new pole sitter here. That is a Mr. B Comp. There we go, wild card. And there, thank you so much for getting up in here. Oh, there we go. A Nathan coming on in chat. Baseball Kid as well. What's going on, guys? So we have a handful of people that are here tonight that are in the running. Now, there will be strategy in the that is going to be promised. Like I said, last season, this race was won by a two-stopper. Now, there will be a few that will actually have just that balls to the wall mentality of just, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to go and say, you know what, caution to the wind and just get up and go. I know a couple of those people that are going to try to do that. However, if I were a betting man, the winning strategy would be make this into a two-stopper. But we're going to see what's going to happen here. We have 21 drivers that are going to join us here tonight, and I think. Well, with B Comp on pole, I know what he's thinking. He asked me and his teammate of Wild Card was asking me about strategy earlier on today. Now, whether or not they actually go through with it and they kind of think about that, it's going to be left to be decided. But going on through all of these drivers here, it's going to be interesting to see because we have B Comp, like I said, on pole right alongside is his teammate. Both of them were thinking the same thing, but I don't know if they will actually do that. Of course, whether or not they do or not is something we're going to be finding out here. But Dover, so fun. This is a very tight track. Turn 2 and turn 4 will be your mortal enemy, but at the same time, you can actually go and get some good speed coming on out of turns. Now, crucially, I should point on out that we are missing a handful of drivers in the top 10 of our season standings here. And I'm very curious as to Memory and Mopowa NRG that are going to be the ones missing here. Wildcard, very interesting strategy. I don't know if that was through B-Comp was kind of letting him go, but you can see that here into turn 1, so tight. And turn 2, you can see how everyone just kind of goes at an angle and really just gets low. Oh, the apron as well is killer here at Dover. If you hit it, you are absolutely flying. So with this, we can see that our last place contender here, Kobe, who qualified plumb last, who was in this race last season, he knows exactly how to win a fuel race. He did it at Iowa. I wonder if he's planning it tonight. So, yeah, these guys here at Dover know exactly what to do here. Monster trying to get that spot underneath Bass right there. I can see him coming on through. He dropped one spot from Lil Chris. That's our points leader going into tonight. That 74 is definitely one to watch out for. He's actually made the power rankings for this week, so excellent job from him. But yeah, that 38 is looking mighty hungry. I know he's going to be one of those drivers that are just going to throw caution to the wind and try to move forward the best he can. Terrell's joining us right here. Ooh, long with the sauce right there. Getting a little bit loose and hitting the 15 of Skuck. The 10 hitting the 33 of Tuckball right there. That is definitely not going to help on out in terms of in terms of Tuck being, hey, you know what? I don't appreciate that yet. He's probably going to return the favor right there. So, hey, that's Dover, man. Oh, and look at Liv Morgan fan really try to push the ankle right there and gets underneath to the quarter panel of Tuck right there, but to no avail. Big stack up right here going onto this turn 1-2 section. 3 wide coming out of 2. Oh my goodness, Skunk on the outside. We have 2 drivers that are coming down from the Cup Series to join us tonight. We had 1 last week, we have 2 this week, and that is the 88 of WRX Mike and also the 56 of Justin Shackett. But look at that car control from these guys. They go and get that done. Sauce, though, really just backing it on off, knowing that, hey, you know what? I'm not going to win this race by pure pace, or so we think. We don't know. Anything can happen here in this 100 laps. It is a bit of a long one. In terms of the grand scheme of things here, the laps ran at Dover. They run by pretty quick, but there's just a lot of them. So a lot of these guys are definitely just trying to find their pace and find their own their strat here. Looks like the 88 has ended up passing the 87 right there. Now I wonder if that is where the 87 and 68 starts to flip that switch and try to go into a 2-stopper. Like I said, this race was won by a 2-stopper last season with Baronate. I wonder if anyone, with no guaranteed cautions, by the way, no cautions are on this calendar, if people are going to be actually looking back to previous races and be like, you know what, I should do that. But so far, it has been, memory of a little bit of teammate contact right there. The 68 kind of bumping the 87 of Wildcard out of the way right there. Then you have Monster right behind that 38 truck with the 74. So it looks like he did end up getting that spot. Look at 21 of Tomboy going and making his move up here into the P6 spot. Then you have Tuckball right behind in P7. And then we have a few other drivers right back here. I should kind of shift on through my focus. Looks like Mopao Nuka is making his second start of the season. He's definitely moving his way on up. Then you have the 18 of Dale Fan. That's technically Blackberry in his 10th account for the week. But yes, Dale Fan is Blackberry, so that 18 truck is his, and he is making a return since Homestead. He was unable to make Richmond last week, but he is back in this 18 truck and is looking very fine there in that top 10 spot. But then, yeah, you have the solid line right behind, just trying to make the best out of a bad situation for a lot of these drivers. You have the 99 US truck who knows, I'm sure he knows what to do here, but you can see that this field is getting really spread on out here. Heron trying to make the move on, his team owner right there, kind of getting up into him, but I'm sure they're in a party chat right there saying, hey, you know, kind of let the points guys go here. Looks like Heron, a little bit more contact, and going to go 3 wide into turn 3. Justin Shackett's going to go down low. Mike is going to get used on up a little bit. He's going to get shifted on out of the groove, and now it's going to be side by side. Heron would have got that position there at the line, but looks like Shackett will move on down and take that spot here, coming off a 2, or so you would think. Oh, the 13 gets walled a little bit, and here comes Kobe coming from the back of the field into the top spot. We have an official race here, ladies and gentlemen. We have the bots. Thank you all so much for coming on out. All right, this has been an official race. Anyway, so let's check on in with the leaders right here. So it looks like it's the 88 versus the 68 right here. A bit of a separation between the 87 and the 68. Okay. Nos, I mean, you're fine, man. I mean, you left on your own accord. You're suspended for 1 race, not the entire season. But yeah, anyway, the 68 though is coming back on up with the 88 right here, trying to make something happen. The 68 had a breakout race there last week at Richmond, getting his first podium in his first race, not the win, but he came oh so close. In fact, actually, one spot short right there. The 88 was right there, and that 68 was coming. The 87 though looking a little slow right here, but I know if I'm looking at the 87 properly, that is a little bit strategy play. Here comes the 74 though, getting that spot on the Mopawa team member of Monster, so that is P4, the 21 and the 33 of Tuckball right behind. So, in fact, actually, that is a Lima Zidell Motorsports, and then we have two Mopawas, and then a DKK in Tomboy right there. Anyway, Purple and White, I apologize. He made the move into the offseason to be paired up with Kobe to be in his team. Oh, 3 wide. The 18 going a little bit, try to get a little bit of schmoves on the 15, but the 10 is going to take that and actually will gain a spot from that. Looks like the 13 will slap the wall coming out of turn 2 a little bit. That's going to open up the door for the 15. Very tight racing right there. The 13, hey, saying, you know what, don't squeeze me right there. The 15 is going to say, hey, you know what, I'm going to take that spot. And that is actually just going to allow the 10 to just kind of mosey on by as well. So, yeah, the 13 try to dive it on down, trying to make up for lost time. But, hey, now is the time for everyone to kind of really just get into their groove and know how to move forward. Hit their marks and be smooth, as the old NASCAR games would say. So here's P last right here with Long Live the Sauce. And I should kind of just shuffle on up to the lead. So as Sauce is going on through the start-finish line, our leaders are going on through turn 4. So already have a track distance between the leaders, which may actually change position right here. The 68 and the 88 moving on down. The 88 hits the wall, and now the 68 is going to be saying, thank you, sir, I will take that. And we have the returning leader right here. So far, 3 leaders have been in this running so far, the 60, 88, and 87. So, interesting how that's going to work on out. Here is the 74 making up a little bit of ground on the 87 right here to get that final podium position. In fact, actually, if he were to get that, that would be a repeat of last week's podium at Richmond. Interesting how that works out sometimes. But all in all, though, these guys have been rather clean, all things considering. The Dover is actually one of those tracks that is just so hard to make a clean pass, and that's just because of the tight corners. You're going into it so fast, and then you also come on out of the corners, and you are so loose. But that's why I love it in the trucks, because it actually allows you. I run a preset 9 around here, honestly, for the truck series at least, because these things are just so naturally tight that without it, we have a big question mark as to how these guys want to adjust their trucks. You can go 2 different ways about it. If you want to go for speed, you want to loosen this bad boy up. But if you want to go for stability, or even more stability than the truck already offers, you want to basically slap as much tape on there as what you can, without blowing on up. The 8 going to give the bumper to the 02, kind of saying, hey, kind of give the Dale excuse right there. And it looks like the 8 will be walled a little bit. I'm sure the 02 is not going to be too happy about that. You're going to have the 56 kind of go on by, and the 02 is, I'm sure, not too happy. But anyway, the what's it called? Yeah, so there is a lot that these guys can do, and especially come pit stops. Dover is actually one of the hardest pit roads to get onto, because this camera shot right here, that's the entry to pit road. It is a blind left-hand turn that if you hit your marks, especially if you're in traffic, you have to make sure that everyone behind you is aware that you are pitting. You're going to be seeing a lot of these people really signal, basically go low on the backstretch, saying that, hey, I'm pitting here, because they don't want to get ran over. because basically the merge going onto the pits are literally, or is literally on the racing surface line. So we're going to be seeing how that's going to shake on up for the rest of this race. So here comes the for Kobe. Looks like I lost a couple spots right there. I wonder if he hit the wall or something like that. Kobe, though, getting into a battle here with the 10 of Terrell. And then you have the 88 and 68. Looks like the 88 was able to pass back the 68. I can guarantee these guys aren't saving fuel. These guys are going to be having to do the 3-stopper here. However, oh, in fact, yeah, you're going to be seeing the 68 really come on down the pit road this time, and you're going to be seeing the 87 do the same. So maybe not. Maybe they're just going to go for the 3-stopper here. So very early for that to happen. No, you have the 18 coming on down. You have a lot of other drivers that are probably going to be signaling this time as well. So interesting how this is going to shake on. It looks like the 21 is going to be coming on down this time. So you're going to see that forward shot and see the 38, the 21 hit their marks. So yeah, it looks like everyone's going to be trickling on down. The 02 is right behind as well. A lot of these drivers, though, interesting variety of strategy here. These guys are actually, well, the people that I thought would be doing the 2-stopper are actually doing the 3-stopper. I'm very interested to see how that is going to shake on out. The 10, oh, wanted to pit right there, but yeah, that is exactly why you have to prime example of why you should always. Oh, in fact, he's out of fuel. That's why. So definitely, yeah. He's just trying to putt around, trying to get on around. Here comes along with the sauce right here. And yeah, trying to get on out of the way. So there we go. Yeah, everyone coming on out of the pits right here. Everyone, well, diving into the pits if you haven't already. So it looks like the 68 should have the benefit of fresh tires here coming on out of the pits. Here comes the 8, who should be working on that strat here. But oh my goodness, I love how the trucks don't know what to do with each other when we have incidents like that. One person was coming on down into their stall, one was coming on out. Here comes the 13 and the 00 coming on out of the pits. So everyone basically doing their best. I don't have an in-race reporter, so if someone could tell me who the leader is, that would be fantastic. Because as it stands, if I were a betting man, it'd be the 8 or the 24, whoever has yet to stop. But we're going to find out here. Here comes the 10 who was sputtering, coming on out of the pits right there. He will lose a lap. So there's the 24. Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, no one was around him, but still. The 10 will receive, hey, you know what, just a simple warning. Hey, merge on the backstretch, not in the middle of 1 and 2. I'll let it slide this time, but I will make that note. Anyway, we have, here comes the 8 that is coming on out of the pit. So the 24, I'm assuming, is still out on track. So I think the 24 may be our leader right here. Here comes the 99 that is coming on out of the pit. So he is, yep, there goes the 24. So he was our leader right there. So yes, thank you so much for that. Here it comes the 68, trying to make up all this time by pitting early. You see that the 88 actually got around him. So I'm not quite sure how that worked in the grand scheme of things here. I don't know if the 68 got walled or what happened or something like that, but somehow the 88 lost so much time to the 68. It is actually insane. But it looks like the 8 of Mopawa Nuka has lost a lap to our leader, so he's trying to get that back right here. So I'm it's interested to see how that is working. I wonder if he got passed by the 10 and he just got so pushed on out of the groove that it is now coming on out. Oh, the 88 really pushing up high, letting the 8 go, and now the 60 in the process. That's probably what happened right there. So if I'm a betting man, that's probably what happened. So here is the battle for P3 in the current moment. Is the 74, the 38, and it looks like the 87 back in it again. The 88 coming on down this time, so maybe he just never stopped. Interesting how that worked on out. This is where I wish I could have a person streaming or someone or something, because yeah, this is I don't know what's going on at this point, or at least someone feeding information to me. So it looks like everyone is now back in it, back in their rightful spots, as they probably should be. Kind of going through the field, looks like the 68 of B Comp will retain the lead here, as he is now going to go around little Chris here on. Yep, there is the pits. So he's going to go around Chris, get that spot. And it looks like here is going to be the battle for P2 in the current moment. You have the 74 of, or sorry, I guess Little Chris will be in P2 as he comes on out of the pits. Then Bass, then you have Monster, and then Wildcard Coyote, that is P5. Tuckball right there, P6. Tuckball. And then you have the 18 of Blackberry right behind, so excellent job from him to making up all those spots. And you have Shacket, and then Tomboy. So that is P6, 7, 8, and Tomboy's P9. Right behind him is US Trek Enterprise, and you have the, I do believe the, the O2 of Liv Morgan fan. So this is for just outside the top 10. This is for P11. Right behind, then we have a little bit of kerfuffling going on right here. Then you have right here. Looks like that is, yeah. Okay, so we have WRX Mike right behind, then Heron. Then you have the 00 of Gunner and the 52 of Keith right behind. And then we go into the lap down trucks, which are... Oh, Kobe's in there somewhere. I apologize. So it was Kobe in front of those guys. Then you have the 8 of Mopawa Nuka, and then the 10 of Terrell with the 68 B Comp. Then you have Lil Chris right behind. So interesting how Lil Chris can actually save all that fuel. Meanwhile, B Comp is essentially reserving himself into the 3-stopper strategy. Interesting how this is really shaking on out, because Lil Chris is now caught the leader. Now, if someone could let me know, I want to say this is our leader in this current moment, is the 68. And this could be a change for the lead. If he's blocking like that, I'm assuming that is a change for the lead. So the 88 back to the lead right here, and he made all of that saving work. So the 88 goes and gets that spot, and you have the 24 of Sauce right behind. I'm very curious as to if that is actually for the lead or not. Yeah, here comes, because here's Sauce having to save all of that fuel, and then you have Chris that was able to keep pace and save. I wonder if that's actually for the lead or not. That's what makes me question it. Change of position right here. Looks like US Trek was able to get on past the 18 as well as the 21. So that puts Tomboy back into P10. But US Trek, actually funny stat. I should talk about Tomboy here for a hot second. He has been 10th place in points for the past 3 weeks. He's been the only driver in Sportsman history to be in the same position 3 straight weeks in a row. Of course, he's finished in other places, but his place in points has been P10 for the entirety. What the heck happened there? Oh, big pile up right there. So it looks like the 56 is Shaq and the O2 of Liv Morgan fan. No cautions are going to save them, so that sucks to suck. But yeah, everyone not having a good time right there, getting caught up in other people's mess. I'm not sure what happened, but hey, you know, that sucks. Looks like Tuckball, the 88, yeah, trying to go on by. He's going to really get into it. The 99 of US Truck and the 52 of Keith. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I just heard the aftermath. But Monster got caught up in it, and that's unfortunate because he had a really good run going for him. I wonder if someone just got into the apron, spun it, and it just so happened that everyone just kind of got rickrolled right there. So the 20 of Hellcat pitting right there for his second stop of the race. But yeah, that really sucks for the 38 of Monster right here. He had such a good run going, but unfortunately there was just nowhere to go, and now he's all the way back in P10. We were just talking about Tomboy. He got caught up in that as well. He's all the way back. Looks like the 68 of B-Comp is going to be pitting this next time. All right, there we go. But yeah, that really sucks for both of those drivers there. The 1099 looks like the 99 is going into a little bit of fuel save right there. And the 10 is going to pass him. The 52 is just in front. But yeah, that really sucks for them. All right, so I'm asking someone who I know is spotting to see who the leader is in this current juncture. Oh, so we did indeed find on out that Bass is currently leading with the 68 pitting right there. So, yeah, Lil Chris, actually, that was to get his lap back, interestingly enough. So that is very curious as to how that unrolled right there. 46 laps left. Thank you, Xander. All right. So yeah, interesting how that strategy is unfolding right here. The 74 of Bass right here is currently our leader. However, this is a big conundrum here because the 88 did indeed start saving that fuel, but I think very interestingly enough, I'm actually receiving word that maybe he didn't save. Maybe he just pitted twice. So maybe he's just good to go on that two-stopper, but at the same time, it's such a weird position that he put himself in that now he's going through all of this lap traffic and will have to do it all again when he has to pit again. So interesting. But either way, the 74 of Bass Buck is currently our leader. And with that, I have a... we have the 18 pitting right there. So yeah, pit stops are in the works. So a lot of these guys are trying to make it at least one more stop. Or at least like go at least like 2 tires or something like that. So maybe that's what the 88 was trying to do, is that he just cut his first stint short. So he pitted, and then as soon as the window opened up again, he pit again. Now he has pace. Now he's just going full throttle. But now he is, the O2 that's going to be pitting right there. So that's a Liv Morgan fan. Now he's going to be going up against Kobe. As you can see, the 21 now on pit road in front of him. So yeah, interesting how that is working. Big entry going onto pit lane right here. You have the 13 to 38. You also have, looks like the 74 of Bass right behind. So that is our leader coming on down. Here is a 33 of Tuckball right here. The 20 of Hellcat going on above. So it looks like Tuck is going to just let him go, knowing that, hey, you know what, the 20 has fresh tires. Maybe the 33 is going to be pitting this time. We'll have to see if he does, but I'm assuming this is our leader in this current juncture. But yeah, no pit stops this time. There goes the 21 exiting the pits right there, getting passed by Scuck. That is for position. The 24 of Sauce will eventually come on around for the lead right here. Here's one of our 2 cup guys in the field. This is WRX Mike. Ooh, we have a Discord message. Hang on, let's check that. Oh, yep. It's Tomboy saying, well, that sucks. So it looks like the 4 of Kobe is going to come on down pit road. WRX Mike is still out there right there. So Tuck Ball, there we go, coming on down this time. The 52, ooh, the 15 of Scuck, really close. In fact, he bends it a little bit. Could have been worse, though. He could have been spinning the opposite way. But hey, worked on out. So right here, the 88 is still out on track, but the 68 will have to stop one more time. Now, there is a benefit to doing kind of the opposite of what the 68 is doing. It looks like the 68 is trying to do the straight old, like, cut this into thirds. So essentially, he is going to be pitting 25, 50, 75. Okay? Makes sense. However, essentially that means on the last stop he's going to have to take 4 tires. And now there will be some that are saving a little bit, but won't be able to do the full-on 2-stopper strategy here, as we are seeing some people. Yeah, the 24 is leading. That's what I was assuming. Thank you, Xander. So, yeah, I knew he also had some kind of strategy up his butt. In fact, there he is right there. The 52 coming on out. But yeah, essentially that final stop means you have to take 4 tires. If you know you can't make the 2-stopper work, why not just run it on out and take 2 tires or even no tires? Because if memory serves me correct, Dover, yes, there is a tire dilemma, as in, like, you run such faster times on fresh tires. I do believe that you can actually just take no tires because your tires don't wear; they just slow down. It's really weird to explain, but essentially, your tires will not wear at a proper rate, and it's just going to be all about actually getting the speed in. So interesting how that is working on out for a bunch of these guys. So there's a 68 coming on through. Looks like the 38 and all of them basically lost a whole bunch of time, and now he's trying to make his way back on up. The 24 is still leading, mind you, because he has yet to pit. In fact, I'm going to go on board with him. Here is Sauce. He is trying to make that 2-stopper work. So I'm wondering, and I'm curious as to who else is trying to do that, but we'll have to see, though, because you can just see that entry speed is not quite what the 15 is even doing right behind him. So, yeah, these guys, you can see that the 24 team and maybe even the 8 team of Mopao and Nuka is trying to make the 2-stopper work, because Dover, it's so hard to do, but it's rewarding, because in a guaranteed no caution race, that if you can make the 2-stopper work and not lose the time, whew, you're in there. You're in there, bud. So the 24 still leads. And I'm assuming the 68, yeah, the 88, all of them are essentially just hot on their heels. They're really closing the gap. Here comes the 18, the 4. Looks like the 18 will be the first truck 1 lap down. Looks like the 4 of Kobe will try to pass him. That is in-game teammates, but far from it IRL. The 4 of Kobe and the 18 of Blackberry. I'm just going to call him Blackberry. Making that happen. The 38 is the last truck to go a lap down. Ooh, big move! The 88 gets walled! Oh my god, what happened there? I'm trying to go on board with them. Looks like the 88 was trying to go on down into the pits, may have gotten moved out of the way, and essentially had to pit from the high side. Whoa, that may have just destroyed his race right there. we'll have to see, though, as he is making his final stop right there. The 38 is letting the 68 go. Very tip-of-the-hat moment to him. So now the 38... Oh, never mind. The 68 is going to have a little bit of competition right here. The 38 is going to fight for his lap. That is not what the 68 wants. In fact, he wants to clear these guys quick, fast, in a hurry. Capitalize on what the 88's doing. In fact, he may actually pit right here, knowing that the 88 had problems. No, in fact, actually, he just kind of want to back on out. So, yeah, the 38 goes on past Tuckball right there. And then the 4 is trying to pick up that position as well. You have the O2 of Liv Morgan fan coming on up next to be a position. And then you have the 20 truck just in front. That is unfortunately not for position. That is a lap down right there. Oh, I think we have 2 trucks out of this race. We have 1 truck out of the race. It is the 10 of Terrell. The 24 is just on the pit. Yep, he's just on pit road for his final stop. So interesting how that is shaking on out right here. The 10 though is just out of this race. We have our first DNF of the race here, ladies and gentlemen. So, interesting development right here, though. You have the 56 of Shackett that is really making his truck known up here. Getting up into a little bit of wait. Looks like the 68 will be coming on down pit road this time. So, got to look on out for everyone behind to kind of say, hey, you know what? I'm going to pit here and kind of give me way. So it looks like the 88 will come on down. Looks like the 87 will follow suit. This is the money stop for them, so don't speed. This is the money stop. Don't speed. So here is what the 88 is looking for right here. Unfortunately, he did end up walling, getting walled, I should say. So now he lost a crap full of time. So this is to unlap himself compared to the 68. In fact, right there, he's unlapping himself. But the 68, as you just saw, just hit his box. So I'm going to stick on board with the 88 right here because he's going to be racing the 68 and maybe even the 87 coming on out of the pits. The 20 is coming on down pit road, in fact. So we're going to be looking for the 68 and 87 coming on down pit road. There goes the 87. Here's the 68. It's going to be hard. It's going to be close. But looks like the 88 will have the high side, but the 68 will have the benefit of tires. It's going to be a battle between those two here as we see the 4 of Kobe, the 56 of Shackett, really race each other going into the pits right there. Looks like the 4 of Kobe will actually get the benefit of that. But now the 68 has the benefit of tires. Now it's going to be a drag race between those two. The 38 right here, it could be the cork in this battle right here as he is the next truck to go a lap down. Let's go on board with the 21 who is on pit road. There is the 24. Now the 24, I do believe. The 24, I do believe is for position, but he's not the leader. In fact, we're gonna confirm that here in a hot second. So let's go on board with Mopao and Nuka for a second. Alright, so let's, oh, big moves right here. The 87 of Wildcard trying to get on past all this lap traffic. Oh, looks like Bass is actually the leader right here, so let's actually go on board with him. So, well, hang on, hold up. I'm finding out from the spotter of the 74, seeing what his strategy is. Oh. So, okay. So, it looks like what we are doing here is that Bassbuck is going to... Wait, oh, hang on, hold up. Okay, sorry. I'm communicating with the 74 spotter. The 74 is actually our leader right here. So we are trying to find out who's P2 in this current juncture. We have a couple different people trickling on in right here. onto pit road. So Liv Morgan fan is our P2. So that is who we should be looking on out for. Where is Liv Morgan fan? There's Terrell. We know that. Um, there he is. All right, so looks like the O2 of Liv Morgan fan is actually the P2 right here. So looks like the 68 and 88 is actually the they are just trying to unlap themselves. So they are a lap down right here. So I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. There's just a lot of strategies going on. Like I said, we have some people trying to do the 2-stop, some people doing the 3-stop, but with 4 tires at the end. The 74 of Bass is trying to do the 3-stop with 2 tires at the end. So that is going to significantly cut down the lap times here. So right now, what we just got to look out for is the 68 versus the 88 right here. That's for sure what's going on. So the 74 is essentially just letting his competition go, and that's not going to help. The 52 washes on up, saying that, hey, you know, I didn't mean to hit you right there, but the 74 cannot afford to be battling if he wants to make that strat work. Essentially, you got to essentially let them go. I know that's kind of against driver's intuition, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, what's more important, winning or racing someone that you're not supposed to be racing? In fact, so here is the drivers we need to worry about. So there is our leader. In fact, he is a half track ahead. So 15 seconds is what. In fact, now the 20 is trying to push him on around. No, in fact, he's not trying to pass him, I don't think. He's just trying to push him, saying, you know what, I know that you're the leader. I'm just going to just kind of follow you around. So, yeah, the 74 versus the 88, so, or the 68 and 88, which is about half a track. In fact, there we go. So now essentially... Oh my goodness, I can't imagine what Xander must be going through right here. The lap traffic is just not working with the leader right here, and it's so hard to navigate. It's so hard to navigate. In fact, he's losing so much time because of it. The 15 is going to go 3 wide, and that's very wise by the 74 to just back on out. In fact, looks like he's going to be pitting this time. So we're going to be keeping an eye on the 68 here and really keep an eye and see where these guys come on out in terms of the 74. But he lost so much time versus the lap traffic. The lap traffic are just not working out with him. So there they go to unlap himself, and I don't think that's going to work on out. The 68 will have enough pace to just fly on by. So we're going to go on board with the 68 here for a hot second. And here he goes. He's coming on around. There goes the 00. And the 74 is still out on pit lane, and that is for position. The 74, oh yeah, just lost far too much time. And that is very unfortunate by the 74 team. I think the 38 Monster bowed on out. Either that or he lost internet. That's very unfortunate for the 38. He had a great run going. But now I'm very curious as to who the leader is. I do believe it's the 68, but it also could be the 8 of Mopao and Nuka, because I know he was trying to do the two stopper here. So I am very curious as to who is going to get this done. Thank you all so much for coming on out. This is, if you're just now joining, we are in the closing laps of the MRL Sportsman Series, race number 4 of the season here at Dover. Looks like Nuka trying to battle out the 68 of B comp here, but with, I do believe this is for position. I could be mistaken, but I do believe the 8 and the 68 is for position. The 8 I know was trying to go for the 2-stopper. I know the 24 was as well. UK, welcome to the chat. I know he was trying to get into the race. Unfortunately, work, must have called. Here's the 99, who I'm pretty sure is trying to do the same strat. But yeah, that's very unfortunate by the 74, just losing so much time in the process. I don't know if it was specifically because of lap traffic, but I know they didn't help, is what I'm trying to say. Someone's coming on down pit road, trying to find out who that is. Oh, the 38 of Tuckball looks like he spun it coming out of the pits. So Tuckball, unfortunately, not having the best of runs right there. The 88 is trying to pass the 21. In fact, there goes the 68 of B Comp in order to get that top spot. So Lil Chris, despite ended up being walled at some point in this race, may come back to bounce for a podium here. Here's Wildcard Coyote, just checking in with all of our runners right here, who I know is in the top 5. Wildcard having a very good run at Dover. Unfortunately, just not having the pace that the 88 nor his teammate at 68. That could also be because of how he caught traffic or something or other. But yeah, definitely not helping on out his position here. The 74 moving on pass, and you can see the 88 of WRX Mike up in that top spot. Oof. Very, very close. Alright, so just trying to find out who our leader is in this current juncture. And I know we should be coming close to our 5 to go here. Because I know, unfortunately, like I said, I apologize, guys. I don't have an in-race reporter, nor do I have anyone streaming, which is really weird. So I can't just look at a screen and oh yeah, I know where everyone is. Yeah, definitely, it does help when I get at least one of those. But if I was a betting man, it looks like the 68 may be the leader. If not, it may be the 24 along with the Sauce and with the C though, because there is Saucy Boy right here. But we also have the leaders just behind him. So Sauce may be in position for his first win right here. But it could be also the 68 of B Comp. Like I said, Dover is full of strategies. With 2 trucks out of this race, there's still 19 trucks still out on the field somehow. So you can definitely see different drivers try to try out their different strategies, but it may be for naught. There goes the 8. So he tried it, and that was for position. So, oh my goodness. So the 8 of Mopao Anuka unfortunately will not be winning this race. Sauce must have probably just won this race. I think the 24 is the leader. I think based on that may have been his win right there. We'll have to see though. Looks like Mopao Anuka as well was on pit lane. I don't know. This may be interesting. With everyone coming on down, I don't know who the podium is. This is very interesting. I don't know who finished where. I don't know if the 8 was coming on down. If he passed the start finish line before the 24 was able to get there, or if the 24 was able to pass. This is very bizarre. This is a new position for me, so I apologize, guys. Oh, the 4. Ooh, yikes. So here is a 68 of B Comp right here. B Comp and Coyote. Oh, thank you guys. This Sauce, B Comp and Wildcard. Exactly. That is a little bizarre. You can also say a bizarre adventure. But fastest lap goes to Wildcard with a 24.008. So I guess we're going to get Sauce up in here, B Comp and Wildcard. I really hope people have picks because I do not know where anyone finished. Please get. Hopefully, someone had picks. Damn. So we do know that Sauce, B Comp, and Wildcard all got the podium. So I guess we were just talking about Lil Chris for no reason. So yeah, let's go and get that party started between those guys. So give me one hot second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute myself. All right. Now we are back, and as we wait for our drivers to join the chat, hopefully someone got full results. All right, so we got one right there. We got B Comp. First of all, I know people are please. I said check your messenger for results. Oh, thank you. So usually I go and do our results during this. So yeah, looks like Sauce, B Comp, Coyote, Lil Chris, Bass, P5, WRX Mike P6, Nuka P7, Tuckball P8, Liv Morgan Fan P9, Heron P10, Gunner P11, Scuck P12, Keith P13, Shaq at 14th, Goose 15th, Kobe 16th, Tomboy 17th, Dale Fan 18th, Hellcat 19th, Monster 20th, and I know Terrell um, no 12 finished P last there. For anyone asking if this was a legal thing, yes, it was actually. It's very, very hard to save at Dover, but it is possible, as showcased by last season and also this season. Both were won by the two stoppers. But in fact, actually, I was talking about it earlier in the pre-show in order to see who all had what strategy. And in fact, actually, one person that asked me about the strategy here, I had to go all the way to Joe Nebatruck for this, is Wildcard. How you doing today, boss?
Pretty good. I'm happy with the top three, I suppose.
Oh man, it's been a while since I heard your voice, man. Welcome back to the podium for this first of MRL. And I'll tell you what, Dover is such a tricky track, not just for on-track actions, but strategy. Strategies was all over the place. You asked me about possible strategies last night, but it looks like you went and did the three stop.
Yeah, I did. So I'm not a huge fan of fuel saving. It didn't seem like anyone was fuel saving in the beginning. I was kind of testing it out to see. I know I could have did it. I have a clutch and a wheel and stuff, but it's just not as fun. I mean, congrats to Sauce. I mean, it was the strategy. I knew it would be, but I just decided we'll just go for the three stop and run the hottest laps we could. So yeah.
Well, that is what I kind of picked up on as you two, you and your teammate of B Comp, were the first ones to pit. I was just like, whoa, that's not what you guys told me you were going to be doing. So, in fact, I was calling you guys. I was like, oh yeah, these guys are going to do the two stop. Oh, but wow, they started on the front row. Interesting. But okay, maybe they'll drop to the rear. Oh no, okay, we're just going to go full throttle. All right. So I was a little confused, but Wildcard, you joined the league to race in to the season. You were unable to make Talladega, but you have been making headlines, I should say. Very fast guy. I've known you before, but not everyone watching may know you and how fast you can be. Was this kind of like the landmark statement said, hey, you know what? I am here and I am ready to go and win races?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to get there's some fast guys up in here. I mean, Chris unloads a fast truck every week. BC, my teammate, is he was the class field tonight. I mean, he's usually right there. There's a lot of good guys. I'd be happy getting a win or two. It's a really stacked field. Great league. Glad I'm in it. You do a great job, Patton. It's awesome. Um, Thanks for the opportunity. Yeah, look forward to getting into victory lane. I have a couple circled on the calendar, so we'll see if we can crack that dub.
Well, there we go. Wildcard, thank you so much for joining us. First podium of your MRL career. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, now we move on to Clay Greenfield for this. BCom, the second week in a row you finished P2. And I know it's way early. It's only your second race into the season that you had a winning truck, but unfortunately, due to something or other, just finishing P2. You were also in that boat of possibly doing a two stop. How about your side of the story? What happened?
Well, saving is kind of out of the question for me because I'm on a controller, so we don't have a clutch. But I figured I'd rather just run as hard as I can and just do the same, just the same deal as what Coyote did. Like Sauce, he did an unbelievable job saving. I'll give him a lot of credit for that. I thought I might have a chance at catching him, but it was just kind of slim to none. There, I had too many lap trucks in between me and him, and then passing trucks position too kind of hurt me.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. In fact, actually, that's one of the things that, well, you were probably one of the better trucks to actually get on around the lappers and also for position. I noticed, unfortunately, with one of your competitors, the 74, just not, oh my goodness. It seems he was trying a different kind of strategy with stopping and taking two, but the lap trucks that were coming up on four just kind of knocked him out of the way. I mean, so I know that the lappers, everyone's entitled for their own piece of racetrack, but I can imagine Dover having 21 trucks out there. It there is a lot of room that you'd normally look at and say, oh yeah, we have a lot of places, but there's only so many places that you truly can hide.
Well, it kind of comes down to what common courtesy. Like I had the same deal too. I'd be out there on 5, 10 lap old tires, and somebody comes blazing up on you from a couple seconds back with four fresh ones. You just go ahead and you see them coming. You do what you have to do. You get up out of the groove, let them go, and then kind of like I try to like clamp onto their draft for a couple of laps to try to help my own lap time. But the only problem is I have with people is when they go ahead, okay, you're out there on older tires, you know I'm coming from multiple seconds back, and then you just get right down in the racing groove and park it. And then you try to go ahead Dover, you kind of just have to dive bomb, unless you can be good enough and hit it right where you do get a run off the corner, which is kind of tough. But then they kind of like try to chop your nose. Tonight, after one or two chances of that, it was just no mercy. I don't like to be aggressive. I don't like to be that way, but it's kind of how you have to be. Otherwise, then you're just stuck in place and everybody's just taking off from you. Like, there were some incidents like tonight, like where I could have maybe caught Sauce in the end, but 4 seconds, that was the differential at the end. I don't think I could have made that up no matter what happened.
Well, I mean, it's just one of those things, I guess. Dover is one of those weird strategies, especially for the trucks. I've noticed 100 laps is not a whole lot if we look at it, but it allows for what I counted three whole different strategies to kind of come to fruition. Of course, you kind of have to go at it fly if you get caught up in an incident, which unfortunately some of your competitors did. But again, P2 here. If we look forward to next week, we're going to be off for the actual points paying, but we do have another All Star Open race. Should we expect maybe you two to join us?
Yeah, I'll probably join. What track is it on?
Bristol, I
Bristol.
think. Yeah, yeah, I'll give it
Ooh,
a shot. Not very
yeah,
good
I'll
there
be
though.
there.
Well, there we go. One more chance to get into the, well, sorry, two more chances, technically, including tomorrow, to get into the All Star Open, apart from a win itself. But yeah, excellent truck there for that 68 B comp. Two second place finishes in a row. That win, I'm sure, is going to be right around the corner.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you, sir. That was a really good league race. It's nice you putting this together.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So now let's go into the man of the hour here. Sauce, very. I just won't. I will say it right here. That this has been a very much a season of ups and downs here on Mondays. You've had a couple
Yes, sir.
finishes that have been kind of lackluster, including a P. I do believe it was a P last week. But now you literally
Wow.
flip it on its head to get a P1 this week.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, it feels good.
Well, tell me. I mean, like, okay, cool. Yeah,
I'm just as shocked as you are.
well, I mean, if I don't know if you ever watched last season's race, I always recommend, especially on repeat tracks. Richmond was one. This was another, all on the season one calendar. Last season, it was won by a two stopper. And now, did you know going into it that a two stopper was going to win, or were you just kind of flying by the seat of your pants?
Yeah, that was my whole strategy was to save. I'm not gonna win this on speed, but I just knew I had to save a few laps each run, those first two runs, and I was good to go full throttle the last run, and just really wanted to test the limits to see how it would play out. I ran Dover a couple times in the last couple months in other leagues, and saving was definitely the strategy. But knowing that there's no cautions in this, it was going to be perfect for me.
Were you nervous that because the only way that I can reasonably foresee a two stopper failing here is getting caught up in other people's mess. What was your mindset like when it come to that?
I got moved a couple times for sure, but I just tried to go high. They were on fresher tires. I wouldn't block anybody by saving. I was able to have a clean track for most of the night, but there's going to be some things here and there. Really, just I felt strong about the strategy, and I was pretty positive it was going to work out unless someone else had a shifter. I know Nuka does. I saw him saving a little bit, but there towards the end, everybody just pit way too early for a two stopper. So yeah, it worked out.
So you just laugh all the way to the bank.
For the most part, no, not really. I mean, it was honestly, I'm trying to see how far I can save. I just pop it in neutral. I don't actually press a clutch, but I'm able to save it. Just if I could use it in another race later on sometime.
Well, there we go. But with that, I
I
guess.
got a couple things.
Oh,
Got a
there you go.
couple things to say real quick. Shout out to my team captain, Mo Power Cat, and above all else,
We gotta give out another GTR win, baby! Oh
appreciate you, Pen.
Well, there we go. I was just about to ask if there was anything else that you guys wanted to say, but I guess you took the words right out of my mouth. So there you go. But yeah, yeah, this has been one of those races. Dover is a very much a surprise strategy track, and here in the Sportsman Series, three different strategies were viable, but I guess the two stopper was the true strategy, and Sauce was able to get there and get the win. And also, welcome to the All Star race. You are now officially in this. You don't have to worry about the opens anymore.
Hey, the campaign's over, Patton.
Well, there you go. And with that, congrats, Sauce, on the win. B Comp second
Appreciate
place
it.
wild card, P3,
And good
and
run to B Comp and wild card. They had bad strokes all night.
And with that, we're going to close on out. Thank you all so much for coming on out. Tomorrow, we will be in Iowa for the Challenger Series playoffs. The round of 8 is live, and we'll have to see how that's going to shake on out. Iowa is another one of those strategy tracks, multiple groove tracks. It's going to be a lot of fun. See you all then. Have a good night. Peace.